There are conversations that shape how we live. Conversations that help us navigate challenges of life. Conversations that bring out the best in us. This is where we gather to help each other find the way and unleash our potential. Welcome to the Benjamin Zulu Globe.
Psychologist, relationship coach, the one, the only
Benjamin Zulu.
Benjamin Zulu himself.
We have all wondered how men think and why sometimes they behave the way they do at some point in our lives. We've asked ourselves a question and probably we didn't get an answer. But today we are looking at why men play games and how to make them step up. That's what we are looking at. I hope you're tuned in and this conversation is going to be amazing and big. Welcome to Benjamin Zulu Global Show. My name is Sylvia Kiremi and here we are with the conversation.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, we're talking about in terms of relationship, when you're looking for love, when you're looking to settle, how do you make men to behave?
Mm-hmm. How?
And let me start by defending, being the devil's advocate.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes we men don't know how to behave better.
Oh.
Yeah, we have not been with such a serious woman as you.
Uh-huh.
We have not been with anybody who has an idea of class, decorum, seriousness.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, we have not been exposed.
Mm-hmm.
And as much as we want big life ourselves,
Yeah.
there's a whole feminine world. It's upon you to educate us.
Yes.
You don't start the class upon marriage. You start the class upon contact.
Okay.
So don't wait until he becomes officially my man. The way he's coming at you from the word go, he's hitting so low.
Yeah.
You're the one to bring him
To the level I want.
yes. And you do this by feminine wisdom. We took another place where we discussed feminine wisdom. The wisdom of a woman is direct from the approach of men. Men are direct, confrontational, warlike. Okay?
Yeah.
Men are goal-oriented, get it straight. Women are subtle and indirect, but very powerful because they're irresistible. If I come at you from an angle, you are not sure what happened. The power of a woman is to get you do what you want, what they
Yeah.
wanted,
Yes.
and they think you're the one who came up with the idea.
Definitely.
They leave your ego untouched, but they get you going the right way. You even feel good. When you learn to use feminine wisdom, men will get addicted to you because in your presence, they're in their best selves.
Yeah.
We always hate those people when we hang out with them. We go back to our worst self. We overdrink, we overthink, we indulge in wrong things, our addictions come up, we lose control. Anybody who, when you keep company, they take you there, later you regret.
Yeah.
In the moment, you may enjoy the lawlessness of the company.
In the moment.
Yes, because they indulge you.
Yeah.
They buy you the alcohol. They bring you the men, the women. They talk shit. You talk nonsense. There are people who, when you hang around them,
Yes.
it's lawless.
Yes. For a moment, you're a different person.
When you part ways, one time I don't want that person in my life. I repent. There are people who have, everybody leads you a certain way.
Yes.
There are people who, when you hang around them, there are words you can't say. You slightly improve your language.
Yes.
You dress a certain way. There's a president who of Ukraine went to meet the president of US. He has been assisted by the US not to be finished by Russia. But he went there with another attitude which offended the Americans.
Okay.
Because he went with a jumper. He was going to sign a deal for America to be raw material, minerals, whatever, those kind of things. So we are signing a deal that helps you sustain yourself economically. And not to be finished by the guys who's fighting you. But you come with a casual attitude.
Wow. There's no seriousness in it.
Casual.
Don't hold it with high regard.
The president and the vice president are in proper work regalia. You see, suits are more about formalness.
Yeah.
It's not about personal style. It's
True.
all about, you know. One news person report asked him, and what is it with this casualness? Why don't you respect these guys enough to just dress up for the... You know, that's one day maybe you buy expensive, you just know about expensive clothes like you. This is not about expensive. You're you are a leader of a country.
Yes.
And the seriousness you treat... I'm just telling you that people, you hang around them, you know they require you to show up better. They don't have to pressure you. They don't have to pester you.
Yeah.
It's just how they live. And if you do anything less than that, they don't take it kindly. You will just lose it.
Yeah.
Learn to trade men's love for you to make them upgrade.
Oh.
They love you so much, they want to be with you.
Yes.
These are the times to be with me. Just look at how I dress.
Upgrade.
No pressure.
Yes.
But how I live, there's a way you can't show up with me. Like you, look at how smart you are today.
Yeah.
To the T.
Yeah.
Now you are showing up for, and then somebody comes
In a t-shirt.
and shorts.
and shorts. And Crocs.
As a no t-shirt. There will be so much contrast.
Yeah.
Even if you don't say it,
True.
they'll be left like, did I make the right impression?
Yeah.
Remember, this is a person who wants you, who honors you.
Yeah.
So we are not using pressure, we're using love.
Yeah.
So the force we are using today to persuade change is not threats. I don't want you to imagine nagging. Anytime you have to nag pressure because you have no power. When you have real power, no need to shout it. You just nudge with the tilt of the head. Like you're not exactly pleased, and they will change.
Yes.
You leverage the power, the biggest power there is, to change the hearts of men. What they want. You are what he wants. Therefore, use what he wants to make him what you want.
Yeah. Hey, that's powerful.
You are what he wants.
Yes.
And there's what you want.
And is what I want.
So, use what he wants
To get what I want.
to make him to what you want.
Yeah.
So, why do they misbehave, and how do there are ways to make them behave better? Number one is, I want you to stop entertaining texting as the main form of communication.
Okay.
Nowadays, we always connect on phone, online, so texting,
Yes.
inboxing begins there.
It's the trend.
But it should only be a starting point.
Okay.
If you just become the girl, he can just chat and that's all, he would never take you seriously. This thing will never grow.
Okay.
Should be on a level of camaraderie. After that, pull back. Let him upgrade to a better form of communication.
Okay.
Phone call. Depending on how close, comfortable we are getting. So, why should you be worried of too much texting? Men who have no confidence hide behind the keyboard to say things they can't say to your face.
Oh, yes.
Other people are not even real people. It's just a small boy wasting your time. And because you never find out who is behind the keyboard,
Yeah.
you continue being spammed there, into falling into love with a squirrel.
With a poet.
You know,
Yes.
some of these people are just using AI. The best way to respond when a woman says this. You start from texting, but texting is too casual.
Yeah.
Texting is supposed to be a side. It's supposed to be a kachumbari. It's never supposed to be the mainstay of any main relationship.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a supplement in between the real communication.
Yes.
So once you realize that you're getting closer, and just drop your number there. Imagine I may not be in a place to text too often, but here's my number. When you have a moment, you can call. That's all. No pressure.
Yes.
But you're saying, I can't continue this way. In case you're interested,
Level up.
now you hear how he answers on the go. You know, texting, you can revise, you can Google, you can delete.
True.
Talking is closer.
Yeah.
You get to hear the intonations, the silences. Sometimes the real answer is the silence before the answer.
True.
You ask you, are you coming? And you're like, Yes. It's the silence that gives the context.
Yes.
Are you coming? Yes.
It's like I was waiting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What if you are saying yes by typing? Just type YES. But if I say it yes.
By typing has no tonation.
Exactly. But if I say yes, yes,
it has no expression, the other one.
So
this one has
move away
expression.
from typing
Yeah.
so that you can hear the intonation.
Yes.
The real mood. Also, there's something else you want to know that the level of articulation, self-expression, confidence, how a person can just talk, express themselves.
Yeah. You cannot hear that on text.
Yes. Remember, texting has a lot of hiding places. People can take long to reply. You assume they're just busy when they're actually researching what to say.
Yeah, true.
If we are talking, there's no point to research.
Yeah.
There's also an element of now the communication has degrees, and I'm giving you the degrees to move to. So after you're done texting, request for phone calls. Next, video calls. Video calls, you see body language. When you're done with voice calls,
Yes.
you wisely, as a woman, suggests, I think a video call can also do better. If you're comfortable, let me know when you can. It's a request, but it's also a preference on your part. And what you rather do. You don't force it, but it's what you rather do. You're using what he wants
Yes.
to grow him into what you want. You are what he wants. He is not yet what you want. You're bringing him up there. And since no pressure, but he knows he can lose you, he keeps upgrading.
Yes.
So at some point now, the phone calls become like, I think it should be good sometimes we just get to see. I want to show you where I am. Please do a video call, I show you when you can. You pretend like you're the one who wants to show. It's wild. You're wild.
Yeah.
But in reality, you want now a closer to see what you're dealing with.
Yes.
You get to see nuances now. Nuances. When you have done enough video calls, you feel like now you have green ticks. Now request for physical meeting.
We are upgrading slowly by slowly.
Yes.
Yeah.
You show him we can get together sometime. Now, when you take charge of the upgrading closeness,
Yeah.
there's a few things you've taken care of. One, when men are the ones pressuring for meeting, they tend to be having sex in their mind.
Oh. Yeah.
When they dictate locations, what kind of that, they're testing whether you are that kind of people they can relieve themselves with. Many men are hungry for sex every time, and then when time they get a person they can sleep with, they direct it there.
Yes.
Remember, you can have a bad relationship with a good person if you don't control the dynamics. His weaknesses take over.
Yeah.
His tendency to be controlled by cravings. You can shape a potential man to an excellent husband by where you set the bar.
Yeah.
So now, because you're controlling the closeness, he also knows you. By this point, you're not that kind of girl. You can just rush anywhere. You can leave him to decide location.
Yeah.
I think we have really been talking on phone, and I long for us maybe to get together sometime. Why don't you look at your schedule and let me know when you're available sometime? And you leave it there. It's ambiguous. You're not craving to meet him, but you don't say, I must tomorrow. You're saying, I throw it to you. I would rather we meet physically. Let me know. That man, if he wants you, will plan the meeting. I suggest such a date.
Yes.
That's all fine with me. I like your selection.
Yeah, but
He's
I know
in
what
control.
I'm doing.
He's ahead.
Yes.
He feels good.
But I'm the one who is controlling.
Who threw the thing in front?
Yes.
Because you have everything to lose. You want to meet this man physically to test things.
Yeah.
This is not the kind of man who's talking about, get a child for me, get pregnant for me. The moment you appear such a, you are enigmatic. Anytime you appear to have direction on the things you like in life and how you prefer to be treated,
Yeah.
at the same time you're polite and kind. That's enigma.
Yeah.
Most women are either one or two or the other. They are not both. Women who are easy, kind, polite, warm, they have no boundaries.
Yeah.
Women who have boundaries are not won.
Such a crazy world. Yeah.
The women who ask for what they want, they're too abrasive. You can't treat me that way. They chase men away with their abrasiveness. The other ones who are yes, have no standards. The one who nudges him on to behave better, like a gentleman, calls him up and clap him for it. You know, you calling him and then you clap for him.
Yeah.
He feels, wow, but he also knows he was nudged. He feels better.
Yeah.
Eventually he learns he behaves his best when he's around you, and that's addictive. Anytime a man realizes when he's around you, is his best version. And he's still the one doing it willingly.
Yeah.
It's not pressure, no nagging, nothing. You even reward him.
Yes. You know what you're doing.
You reward him for it.
Yes.
That is one quality a lot of men have never experienced since they were born.
Oh.
Except maybe from their mother. A mother will nudge a boy to do good things and reward the boy for them.
Yeah.
You've seen that.
True. Yeah.
They don't want aggression, so they use rewards to bring you up.
Yeah.
A wise woman who use what you like to shape you. A mother played a game on that. She was my teacher. And I was very restless. My home was very chaotic, so I kept running away. I disappeared. So I don't come to school. And I'm one of the best students. So the teacher made me school-led boy, gave me leadership.
Yeah.
Me, I thought it's because I'm very powerful. Later I learned, she just wanted me to settle. So I give you what you want to make you what I want.
Yeah. Oh.
And it worked. I settled. That's why I'm here. So the last time a man may have had any woman used to love to bring him up may have been his mother.
Yeah. And as the head boy, you can't miss schooling.
You know, TDJ says the mother used to listen to him so well, so intently,
Yeah.
until he began to think he must be saying deep things. When he grew up, yes, you know how we used to listen this way. What was I so deep? Said, no, you weren't saying anything. I was teaching you how to respect your own words.
Yeah.
So the mothers often listen to you well to teach you how to respect your words.
Hey.
So when you do that to a man, you conjure feelings of his mother. A man has never fallen deeper in love than when you overlap the feelings of a lover with the feelings of his mother.
Yeah.
He can't explain that. And one thing mothers do well, wise mothers, not all mothers of course, but
Yeah.
many men have tasted that, maybe from biological mother, also from another mother, who instead of using what fathers sometimes use, fear and cane, the mother is warm and nudging, and helping him behave better by giving him what he wants. And eventually he realizes, I got what I wanted and I became a better person for it.
Yeah. Wow.
That's why they call you the kingmaker. You made them the king. You attended to the kid inside. And then you crowned the king
The
outward.
king.
Those two, they require feminine wisdom at its best.
Okay.
And I want you to employ it this way. When he gets chatting with you, usually he's not chatting with you alone. He's chatting with many other girls. Many of those girls have no standards. They don't have this wisdom.
Yeah.
He's coming from exes and other girls and other people he interacted with who never brought that out. He is used to calling the shots. While he's there calling the shots, keep cool and wait for teachable moments. Don't be cooperative with his shenanigans. He keeps suggesting mediocrity, you don't respond.
Yes.
He takes you to a mediocre hotel once, you enjoy politely, but later you give him other better ideas. He brings you a very funny gift, small thing you used to enjoy when you're from Foliva. A hearing for 50 shillings. And he got it along the Bodurwa, wherever.
Yes.
And a man will be awkward the first time he tries to treat you when he knows not used to women of class.
Yeah.
Expect it and stop writing them off so early.
Yeah.
Sometimes you really have to grow him up in certain respect and be glad it proves that you're the first one to come. When he met my wife the first time, I was wearing a beige trouser and a maroon jacket, and I felt I was very smart.
Very hot. Meeting a girl.
It was oversized.
Yes.
Now I know it was oversized. Those days, those were the norm. You know the shirt that if it is blown by the wind, becomes a parachute. And the brother is walking in the wind. And the trouser is also flanked. But that's what we know.
Yes.
And that time she says, I take it positively. It's a confirmation that there's no woman there. So be positive minded.
Wow.
Okay? Have a positive attitude. Don't always.
Need to clap for your man.
Don't always come with, I
Yes.
can't even, guy doesn't know how to dress. Who taught him?
No one. There's
You
no
know.
one there. Yeah.
She comes to my little house, you realize she doesn't like the location. This just, all of it mediocrity, but he's alone. She only wanted to know, is this man teachable? Can I teach him some things? Does he welcome? Because many men are egotistical and resistant. Her dream was to dress her man. She kept dreaming how she would dress up her family. So she wanted a man she can dress up.
Yeah.
So the first qualification is he must not be a better dresser than me. And number two, he must not be resistant to the idea.
Yeah.
So first point, he has passed. He's very poor in dressing. D. Scoring a D.
Yes.
Next, is he receptive? So you get him dressing weird things. Next time you go shopping with him. Accompany me, some things I wanted to buy. Then you get him to buy a few for himself and even top up what he adds the shirt. And then he looks so good here. This is cool. I like you so better. Next time he tells you, he sends you photos to choose for him.
Yeah.
Then you even instead of sending photos, can we buy tomorrow together? You come, you buy, you realize I look better. Whenever he sees it, he remembers you. Now you realize this man, I can dress up. So when you come to physical meetings, I want you to graduate your conversations from texting so that you can move from casualness to commitment. A man chatting you on phone can keep you hanging forever.
Yeah.
A man meeting you physically must state his agenda.
Yes.
Physical
Yeah.
presence is very powerful. It sets a demand for motion,
Yeah.
for progress. So when you begin meeting physically, he is forced now to choose which woman among the many he is considering does he want to move forward with.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you also send the message as a footnote, a subtle, subliminal message that you're on the move. And in case he's not going now, you understand. That's your subtle message. When he cancels appointments, you don't argue, but you also make sure you're not hanging there for him to keep coming back and forth. Don't allow men to keep coming and going in your life.
Yes.
Once he cancels once, don't avail yourself again.
Okay.
At her wedding, a guy cracked a bad joke. When she was supposed to give the lady the cake, she took it back, ate it, went out there joking people. It was embarrassing for the lady.
Yes.
She did what I'm asking you to do. Refused jokes, but when he came back to fetch, she refused.
I ain't having this one.
She, because she was feeling bad, she was
Yes.
embarrassed. He meant it as a joke, but it came up badly.
Yeah, it came
but
up badly.
she was not even angry, I was just smiling.
Yeah.
Until he pecked her, hugged, soothed, now she took. What has she said? I don't want those kind of.
Jokes. Those are bad jokes.
So that's how you nudge. So graduate the communication to closer and committal.
Okay.
When you insist on remaining casual, don't reply, don't chat back. You just pull back from. When you realize you think you have done enough of that level and you like him, you think there's potential between the two of you,
Yeah.
help him to stop jokes. Step up one step in the stairs and wait for him. Don't go down here. Just
Yes, wait for him.
He may
up
come or
there.
he may not.
Yes.
If he wants you.
He will come up.
So that is the one element that you help men to upgrade. And remember, you are shaping him unconsciously and sometimes he's not even aware. He comes to see later that you led him on using your own standards to better, to higher. The second method is to suggest ways for him to treat you better and upgrade the relationship. He's a leader,
Yeah.
but sometimes he has no ideas of how to treat a woman in a royal way. And you're a royal woman. He may have been used to being a country boy, like I was. And you're trying to turn him to a prince.
Yeah.
Now, you suggest treats that are better, more thoughtful. you look for places you can go for coffee. I realize sometimes, I don't know whether it's me, a lot of men will not research the hotels in their city. The lady can check out which hotels and make calls, check how it looks like.
Definitely.
To get an ambience. The guy may be thinking of the food. You're looking for ambience.
Oh, same place every time.
You know?
Yes.
Help him there. And you can do it indirectly. You know, I found some hotels. You pretend you only bumped upon them online, when actually you went out looking.
Yes.
I bumped upon this. How do you find it? And himself will say we should check it up one day. If he doesn't, he just realizes he's not receptive. You need a man who is also wants that what you want. If you suggest ideas, keep suggesting, he never picks them up, he may feel forced. So don't move beyond that. But you also want to know, will I have the room to throw ideas and we suggest them and we brainstorm them?
Yeah.
Not every idea you suggest comes out well. But we are exploring. We find out what we like.
Yes.
And places of retreat, or also how soon a commitment is due. My relationship never materialized. They went 2 years, 3 years. You are not in control. Control how long you are willing to be kept on this stage.
Yeah.
And there's a way you can pose that question of where are we going in a way that is indirect and very inviting for him. For example, you congratulate him for how far we have come under his leadership. And you leave it there that you look forward to what is coming.
That's polite and direct also.
Yes. You clapped, you know, I just like that, how he has moved us, and you know, and you feel safe around him, and you feel like we are evolving, we are moving forward, and while there's no rush, there's no delay either. And let's say you're saying that when he has shown you his people, he accompanied you somewhere.
Okay.
And you're saying you feel at peace with him. And you feel safe, in safe hands. That within the right time, everything will be done. It's a compliment and also an expectation.
Yes. A very polite one.
That man will feel, whenever you use praise rather than pressure, you always produce motivated performance.
Yes.
You can pressure people as they perform, but if you praise them, they are motivated.
Yeah.
So you praise him up. There are some circumstances you may need to be more direct if the message he is not getting. But a lot of times, I tell you, before you need to go that far to aggressive or direct confrontational, you can use moments of progress to appreciate progress and drop it there. And let me tell you, you become irresistible. When he sees that by just hanging around you, he keeps moving, he keeps achieving, he keeps doing things. That man will tell the world, to hell with all of you.
Yeah.
This is the woman I want.
This is the woman I want.
Now, let me close by saying that woman who has done that to this guy, maybe she can win a Miss World contest, or she may not even win Miss Village.
Yes.
I'm emphasizing that she may be of any kind of looks.
Yeah.
Because this society has made you think you should add this part, go elongate this one.
To look better.
You know?
Really, yeah.
You are not neglecting, but you are using whatever you have by nature. That's what I'm emphasizing.
True.
Make yourself look good by what you have.
What you have.
The woman who has that energy I've described can be 1 GB, what they call 1 GB, or 10 GB.
Yes. But it still works for them.
And
Okay.
I tell you, it will be very hard for a man to imagine his life without you. When he knows by just hanging around you, he's elevated. He thinks better, performs better, works better. He's at rest. And never scream, never yell. Always make your communication graceful.
Okay, and talking about that, trying to bring this man to my level, does that also include communication? There are people who don't know how to communicate well, and there's always miscommunication in all that. Can someone who doesn't communicate, or let me say, not communication skills per se, but doesn't communicate effectively, okay,
Yes.
can I change them to
There's
be at
room
my
for
level?
improvement,
Yeah.
but I don't want you to change a person who is reluctant to stay in touch. Don't confuse the two.
Yeah.
If somebody wants you, they want to stay in touch. Now, the frequency, the rhythm, and the methods of communication, that's where you train him what you prefer. Knowing in terms of emotional intelligence, women
Yes.
are generally better,
Yeah.
and they tend to set the climate. But in terms of a person who is avoidant, going a whole day, another one, forgetting about you, that's not communication, that's connection. He is not, doesn't want to stay connected. So if a person wants to stay connected, but sometimes they tend to forget lunch hour call. They delay too much. But they come missing you at 3.
Yeah.
Tell him that rhythm sometimes doesn't work very well with me because that time we're already busy. I was wondering if it were possible, maybe we could do exactly during the lunch hour. I know sometimes it's not easy,
Yes.
but you will tell me what you think. You have said there, I can't do this, either we do this or it's not. That's what you said politely.
Come to my level, or I'm not there.
Yes.
Wow, I love that. Thank you so much. That was such powerful wisdom, and I believe we have all learned something from the conversation we were having. Thank you so much for tuning in and being part of this conversation. To get Benjamin Zulu's wisdom, please log into the shows and keep watching, and also buy books from www.benjaminzuluglobal.com. Thank you. Bye.
There are conversations that shape how we live, conversations that help us navigate challenges of life, conversations that bring out the best in us. This is where we gather to help each other find the way and unleash our potential. Welcome to the Benjamin